All right, let's do another smash-o-mash fake news alarmist weather report here. We're looking at the NASA GOES long-wave infrared satellite, and let's get started in the Caribbean. Looking at the Isle of Hispaniola, we were concerned about voodoo going on during our weather forecasts. And here's Haiti. Well, nothing spooky going on there. We thank you for curtailing your voodoo activities during our weather forecast. There is a little bit of rain showers going on in the rest of the Caribbean, so be aware. Next thing to look at is out in the Atlantic. We got big spooky storms out here all around this area, and oh boy, if you're on a boat, especially if you're on a boat with Mark Wahlberg, I would sail southeast. I'm sorry, I would sail southwest, because nobody wants to be in the perfect storm, especially with a man as hot and sexy as Mark Wahlberg. Because if there's anybody you don't want to see drown, it's that guy. Now, down in Florida, you got a crazy storm just north of Tampa Bay there. Take a look at that. And a couple storms out in the Gulf. So if you're up there on the western coast of Florida there, I would recommend at least a hard hat, if not maybe a bicycle helmet. Next, we got a whole line of storms starting down in Mexico and going all the way up through the Central Plains, Minnesota, across the northern Great Lakes, and then eventually curving back down around Connecticut. You got an odd clockwise rotation going on there, which is pretty scary. If you're north of any of these storm cells, like here, and here, and here, and here, and here, those are areas where you should be in a cave or some sort of an underground vault. If you've got a fallout bunker, go in there. That's where you want to be. Next, let's have a look and see if the Druids have stopped their activity around Lake Huron. It looks like they're still making clouds form there. If you look around that area, it looks very sketchy, and we're thinking it's probably Druids doing it, but let's take a closer look at the water vapor. Maybe that'll give us some additional insight. That does not look like Druidic activity to us. So we think the Druids maybe went on vacation, and maybe they're in the U.S. for the 4th of July. The last thing we should check at is the possibility of voodoo going on in the New Orleans area. As everybody knows, that's a hot spot. We think they're trying to hold off the dry air to maintain the anticyclone that's over the rest of the country. Maybe they're trying to heat up the rest of the country, so a lot of sweat comes down the Mississippi River that they can use in their voodoo rituals. So that's a possibility. And so don't sweat into the river. Don't be in the Central Plains area without a hard hat and some sort of a concrete reinforced bunker to hide in, or a limestone cave. Again, those always work. If you see any Druids, let us know if you have any footage of any of that. And don't walk in any swamps. If you're in this area, this anticyclone is associated with high pressure. So if you're walking into a swamp, it's probably going to push you down. It will increase the likelihood of you being killed in quicksand. So be safe out there. And remember, on your way home, if you're driving, don't drink. And if you drink, don't drive.